Good morning. So I am doing this from the bike. It's Thursday the 11th of April 24. It's 10 a.m. I had a bit of a lie-in because, well, I thought my alarm didn't go off, but apparently it did, and I told it to shut up, so whatever. Oh well, it helps me postpone my first meal, which helps, so that's good. So we're on the bike doing the cardio, and then have some food. It's leg day. Done a lot of leg days this week. Just training was a bit out of sync last week, and I'm working this weekend, so sometimes I've got to just squash sessions together, close together, which is annoying, but that's life. If I want to keep going with my career, I gotta compromise sometimes. So check-in yesterday, there were no changes. I realised in my last YouTube I left a section out where I discussed the changes last week, which would be what applies to this week. So basically last week my cardio was up from 140 minutes a week to 200, so quite significant. Excuse me. Steps were upped from 8 to 10k to 12k, and fats were dropped very slightly, and one meal lost its carbs on a rest day. So those changes have caused me to lose 2.2 pounds from one check-in to the next, so therefore no changes. Yesterday we have a mini check-in on Saturday to see how things are doing, because we just want to see how the weight's going. Is it continuing to move? Do we need to make any further changes? Because sometimes you don't want to wait a full week in prep to assess things. So it's just a mini update on Saturday. Working all day Friday, all day Saturday this weekend, off Sunday, which is good. Looking forward to a posing seminar with Sophie and Kamara. That will be fun. Sorry, I just spat there. That is disgusting. Cameron's going home on Saturday for a full week, so I get the gaff to myself for a week, and the bed to myself, which is great. I'm pretty happy with how I look. I think I'm a lot leaner looking, and I think overall, since the pre-prep phase to now, which is 8.5 weeks, I've lost 11.6 pounds, which I'm happy with. And I definitely will be a lot heavier on stage this time than I was before, as you would expect, moving up a class and having 3 years between. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm finally liking the way I look, finally seeing it start to happen, finally getting over that sort of feeling I normally have where I want to quit at this point, because it does take a while to start. I can't speak. To start to see changes, because, you know, obviously it's on a long off season. But anyway, I'm going to finish the cardio, watching some YouTube, get some food in. I will go for some steps, leg day, and then the rest of the day is doing some studying, cleaning up the house, getting myself organised for the working weekend. But it is great. I don't really work Sundays, so it'll be nice to have Sunday off, and I'll be off Monday as well. So yeah, see you soon. Sorry I'm so breathless. Hello, so it's nearly 5 p.m. Sorry for the lack of content today in this video. I had great plans to train in the afternoon, but I couldn't decide where to go, and I was a bit worried about going somewhere far and ending up, I'd left it so late in the day that I'd be stuck in traffic coming back. So I've decided to just train. Oh, look at that tan. Train this evening, so I'll do that. I'll have pre shortly. So where I left you, I was doing my cardio. So after that I had meal one. Then I watched some TV, did a few bits in the house, and then I went for a 5k walk around a country park nearby, which was lovely. Very warm. I was too warm in my hoodie, so it's quite nice that the temperature has picked up a bit, although I'm still looking for the sun. I've also had meal 2, 3 and 4. In that time I have done a little bit of work. I have done some bits around the house, but I've not really done too much today. I'm having one of those days where I feel a bit lethargic and tired, and that's another reason why I just thought I'll leave training until this evening, because I just felt really sleepy earlier, like on my walk I just felt like I was dragging my feet a bit. So I actually haven't had any caffeine today, which I probably should have, but I haven't. So I'll train this evening. It's legs. It's mostly glutes and ham focus session, but there is a bit of quad in there as well. So I'll show you bits from that. I need to hide that tan. That's dreadful. I've tanned basically the palm of my hand in that blob and nowhere else. I'm so bad at doing tan. And so leg session, and then I'll do some stretching, and I have some steps to finish, but I need another 4k, so I'll get a lot of those in my session, and then finish them off at the gym. Thankfully no more cardio this evening because post legs it's not a good idea, so I try to keep it away from the leg session, and I'll hopefully do some posing as well, which I'll maybe show you if I can get some good shots. And then that's really it. You can see my little teddy bear here. He's not looking at us. So yeah, Cam will be home soon. We'll have pre and train this evening. And that's really that. As I say, working the next couple of days, some posing on Sunday, off on Monday. So hopefully do another vlog next week as well. So first of all is lying hamstring curl on this session. This is mostly a ham and glute focus session, although there are some quad bits in it too. So this is, I did 3 sets of 8 to 12 on the Cybex VR3. Really like this machine. I used to absolutely hate training hamstrings, but I actually like it now, and they've definitely grown quite a lot over this off season, which probably comes down to starting to enjoy training them and therefore putting in a lot more effort. Legs were a weakness, but I've definitely brought them up. They still need a lot of work, but definitely improved. So next we move into hip thrust. So I choose to do this on the Smith. I just prefer it. I prefer it to machines, and I prefer it to a standard barbell because that just feels really unstable for me. So I like to use a Cybex Smith, which I've done here. 4.5 plates aside from my top set. My form could be better, but I do feel it in my glutes, and I like to feel strong in this movement. So yeah. Then leg press, supposed to do a pendulum, but it was broken. The start is just me telling Cam that's quite heavy, so please don't let me die. This is a Panada squat press, which I've never used before. It was quite nice, but as I say, quite heavy compared to what I'm used to. I could only do 3 plates a side, which is not a lot for me, because on the Cybex squat press, I've got up to 7.5 plates in the past. Really nice machine though. I meant to say we trained in muscle unit, and we just randomly decided on the way to the gym, let's go somewhere else. I'm glad we did. It was really good. I've thought about going for ages because I work nearby. So I'm glad I did because I'll definitely go back. Really good gym, nice and quiet, not too many people around, no trouble getting on equipment, and all the equipment was really good. So yeah, we both had a really good session. Slightly rushed because we didn't go until 8 p.m, which is a mistake we often make. But otherwise, yeah, it was a great evening. Chicken head there. Yeah, and then at the end I'll get my wee fist pump here for good work. The light here is a bit crap, sorry. So hip press, Gymleco, one of my favourite leg machines ever. I probably could have get a little bit deeper, but I find it quite hard to get any deeper than this. I've got really poor ankle flexion and mobility, so sometimes I think that affects my range of movement. Sorry for the fellow walking past there with his bucket. But yeah, I really like this machine, really want to get strong on it. I am supposed to do a single leg hip press in this session, but this machine does not allow for single leg and dual leg. You know, it's hip press at the end of the day. It does similar things. So yeah, I normally use the Atlantis single leg if I'm in ultra, but most gyms seem to have this machine now, so if they don't have a single leg press, I'll use this. Yeah, I love it.
Final movement coming up is actually dumbbell RDL. I am supposed to do hyper extensions, 2 sets of 5x5 with 10-second rest. So 5 reps, 10-second rest, do that 5 times, and then a second set. But they didn't have a hyper thing, so I just did dumbbell RDL, which I'm not a fan of. It causes me some lower back issues, but it was sort of the best what I could do. A little bit rushed as well because the gym was closing. But yeah, that's up next. I only show you 5 reps or so because it was a 5x5, so there's no point showing you me standing around in between. And then next up is some posing, both PCA and NPC figure posing that I practice.
So it is 10:35 p.m. Session complete. We're just almost home. It was really good, really nice to go to a new gym. Yeah, so we rushed our session a little bit just because of time, but it was a brilliant session. Really enjoyed it, felt strong. I've had a lot of hip pain recently, but it wasn't too bad. Just sort of being careful, not pushing myself ridiculously hard. If the hip starts to get sore, just sort of one more rep and then stop. I think it's the Stairmaster causing it, so we're kind of mixing the cardio bike and Stairmaster to see what I can manage, because I don't want it to interfere with prep. But yeah, lovely session, good day. I've been quite tired and fatigued today, but I think time of the month is probably approaching. So yeah, that's it, just waiting on Cam at the shop here. But yeah, lovely session, did some posing. And yeah, I'll definitely be back to that gym. So I will see you in the next one. If there's anything you want me to go over, please again let me know. Like, subscribe, whatever. Thank you.